Hey everybody, I wanted to discuss a little bit about this new optics company that a lot of you have been hearing about, asking questions about, and I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about it, tell you a little bit about the scopes. This video is being recorded September 22nd of 2023, so obviously a lot of this stuff could change, but these are early impressions about the scope and some information about it. The company is Rix Optics. These people are not new to the thermal industry, so you know, quality can be expected. It's not just some fly-by-night company that popped in. So they're well established in the thermal industry. The two scopes that are getting the most attention are in the Leap series, and there is an L3 and an L6. One's a 384 and one's a 640. As you'll notice, both scopes look very similar. They use the same housing, even though one is a 35 millimeter and one's a 50 millimeter. That's about the only difference that you're gonna notice between the scopes. So looking at them from the side, they look very similar. And they share a lot of similarities. All of the features, menu, everything like that is the same in the scopes. So we'll talk a little bit about the scopes themselves. So of course on the rear you have a diopter focus. This is to simply focus the screen only for your vision, so you can make letters, numbers, crosshair and things clear for your vision, and then that never gets messed with again. Typically the focus for the image is out here on the end. From there, everything is done with these knobs. And I'll tell you, the menu, it's set up a little bit different than some other scopes that we've seen on the market, but I think it's very, very intuitive, easy to use. Whenever they sent me these demo models, I didn't get a manual or anything in the book, and it didn't take me very long to figure out at all how to operate these scopes. So in the menu, when you activate the menu, you'll roll this wheel down and the menu will be a row of choices down the left side. So you roll this up and down to select that. Whenever you get to something you want to select, you press the button on the side. From there, sometimes you'll have choices across the top and sometimes you'll have choices across the right side. Whenever you want to toggle the choices on the top, you turn the top knob left and right. Whenever you want to toggle the choices on the right side of the screen, you toggle the right knob up and down, and if there's choices on the left side, you'll toggle the left knob up and down. When you want to exit the menu, you press the top button. So it's very easy to work your way through the menu. Like I said, it's different than some of the stuff that we've seen on the market, but I think it's very intuitive and easy to use. So some features about the scopes that they both share are they both have onboard video and sound. They both have shot activated video recording, meaning if you don't press the button and shoot, it'll automatically start recording. Actually, it'll save some prior to the shot, so it's not going to just start as soon as you shoot. So one thing about the video that I like is to start and stop the video is just a single press. So to take a picture is a long press. Typically in the thermal industry, all the other scopes is short press to take a video, long press to start, or short press to take a picture, long press to start and stop video. I've never really understood that because nobody's taking pictures with these scopes. The simple function is to simply push the button. And that's how these scopes operate, is push the button, start the video, push the button, stop the video. So that's pretty cool. They both have picture-in-picture. Zeroing is very easy, like most other scopes on the market. Shoot a shot, impact lands over here, move the reticle over there. When you're moving the reticle in the menu, you want to go left and right, you turn the top knob left and right. You want to go up and down, you turn the knob up and down. When you get there, press the button, it'll ask you to save, roll down to save, click the button, and it's good. I didn't have any problem zeroing these scopes up. They both run on 18650 batteries. That's nice to see. Non-proprietary battery, actually getting very good battery life. With a quality 18650, I'm getting 7 to 8 hours on a bench test on a single battery. So to change the battery, simply flip the lever down, pull the battery out, put it in. When you close it, I will advise, whenever you close this lever, a lot of times it closes, but make sure you push that tab up to make sure that's fully locked in. Both 18650 batteries. Difference, the 384 is listed at a 3.2 base mag. The 640 is listed at a 2.8. I tell you, I think they're slightly higher than that. I've compared these to a lot of other scopes. I think the 384 is 3.5 or above. It's not quite 4, but it's got pretty good base mag. The 640, it's listed at a 2.8. It's closer to, it's over 3 in my opinion. You know, maybe 3.2, 3.3 compared to other scopes. You know, I'm not saying that the other scopes are right, but compared to other scopes on the market, it's more than other 3 powers that I've compared them to. So that's nice. Personally, I like high base mag. You know, it's not for everyone. You know, if you're hunting close quarters, tight cover, shooting pigs always inside 50 yards, it may not be the right scope, but a lot of my customers are coyote hunters, and for coyote hunters, it's nice to have high base mag. Okay, so now let's discuss the optical zoom. That's the big thing with these scopes, is they have optical zoom. So what is optical zoom? So you've got digital zoom and optical zoom. Digital zoom, every time you zoom it, it's cutting the resolution down. So if you double base mag, you've cut the resolution in half. You double that, you've cut it in half again. So you can see that the image quality is going to go down as you keep going up. With optical zoom, that doesn't happen to a degree. Not saying that these scopes are 100% just as clear on full optical zoom as they are base mag, but it's significantly better than when you compare this scope digitally zoomed to 9 power and optically zoomed to 9 power. So that's about the range of both of these. Of course, they vary a little bit, but for simple terms, we'll call them 3 to 9 optically. You know, obviously they're listing one at a 2.8, it's gonna go to 8 point something, 3.2 to 9 point something, but we'll call them 3 to 9s, just to keep it simple. So you can do that optically. And how that's happening is there's a series of lenses in the eyepiece that is magnifying the screen. So what happens when you magnify something and, you know, look close at it is you see everything magnified. So, you know, if there's any little imperfections in the screen, pixelations, you know, tiny pixelations that you're not really seeing at 9 power, when you zoom those, or at 3 power, when you zoom those to 9 power, those start to become more prevalent. Now, it's still very, very good, but people have asked me, you know, is it 100% as clear at 9 as it is at 3? And no, it's not, but it's still very good. So that's definitely a step in the right direction in the thermal industry. It's, you know, I think we're going to definitely see it more. So that's very good and exciting. I've been testing these scopes a lot over the last few weeks. Initial impressions are good with these. And now with any new product, it's going to take time to, you know, weed through some possible issues, you know, new company, getting up and running, you know, possibly could be some growing pains. But I've had a positive experience with them. I've been working close with the company on some of these, you know, minor things and stuff. You know, they've been very responsive. We've been able to get some of these resolved. And again, these have been minor, but I'm just saying that, you know, they are very receptive and willing to put a quality product out, and you know, really trying to do so. So as most of you know, I'm always going to give my honest opinion on stuff. I'm going to test stuff and, you know, really feel the product out. You know, I'm not just going to say, you know, oh, here they are, you know, don't know anything about them. These both are in stock and ready to ship. And, you know, as time goes on and, you know, I get more time behind them, I'll post another, you know, little update and review. I wouldn't call this a full review. Just wanted to get some of the questions answered I've been asking and let people know a little bit about them, because I have been getting a lot of questions about them. So for now, that's really all I've got. And like I said, obviously there will be other future updates along the way. So thanks for watching. If you've got questions, feel free to reach out. Santa Claus Optics, 812-686-3571. Thanks. Well, of course, as soon as I recorded the video, I realized that I forgot one pretty important piece of information is the price on these scopes. It's probably, outside of the Optical Zoom, that's probably one of the most impressive things about these scopes. So the L3, the 384 version, is going to be $22.99, and the L6 is $37.99. So $2,300 and $3,800 for the 640. Very aggressive price point. You know, if you compare those to other scopes with you know, similar options, you can see that that's very appealing. So I wanted to get on here and leave that little bit of information.